Hi there, my lovely Flosstube family, and welcome. My name is Sabrina. My channel name is Lady Marmalade in Stitches. And how are you all? I hope you had a lovely Christmas or whatever it is that you celebrate, and that it was enjoyable and everyone stayed safe, and a happy new year to you as well. Wishing you a very prosperous and a loving new year. I had a lovely time. I caught up with my children and we had a dinner here. It was just a very quiet one, my children, their partners and my father. And I went to my brother's house on Boxing Day and caught up with more family, and that was really good as well. So I've been well. It's been quiet here. My partner's been working right through. That's just how his job is. You never know when he's working, but he doesn't have public holidays or anything like that. It's the nature of his job, but that's okay. Now I've got some notes here. Got my little handy dandy writing pad, and I'm just going to refer to it so that I don't forget anything. Now, firstly and mostly, you would have seen in my introduction, I entered a photo of earrings. Now, they're called Sophie's earrings. Now, Sophie is my 10-year-old amazing niece. She has handmade these, my little entrepreneur, and I said I will do a little plug for you. I am wearing her blue ones. I don't know if you can see, aren't they beautiful? So I chose her blue ones. So, hi Sophie, you're well done. I'm really proud of you. Okay, so moving on, what do I have to show? I've got a finish. So it was a start and a finish. WIPS don't have a lot of WIPS, so this isn't going to be a very big floss tube, and I know amongst all of the WIP parade I'm going to be swimming in there, so I don't know if many people are interested in a regular floss tube update amongst all the amazing WIP parades. That's okay. I wanted to do this, it's been just over 3 weeks, and I thought if I do it every month, I would like to do it at the beginning of every month so that I can showcase what I've done the previous month. So that's my plan for the year. I hope I can stick to it. Remember, plans are changeable. Nothing is set in concrete. I've got to make sure of that. So probably about, I'm just looking over because I've got a table here with all my WIPs. I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 WIPs, 1 new start. And then I've got a shout out, and I'm going to go into plans for the rest of the month. So let's start with my start and my finish. So I would have mentioned earlier that I wanted to stitch Hummingbird. I might just take it out of its package because it's a little bit glary. So that's it there. And I just love it. It's just absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to pop it back into its plastic bag. So sorry for any noise. It's annoying on if you're wearing headphones. So I chose just a very natural 18 count Ada. And I used what I had in stash. So not the cord for, I didn't want to go buying all the cord for thread. So I used what I had in stash, so that's it there. And I'm really proud of that. It's just a cute little stitch. It took me a few days to stitch up. So that's the Hummingbird. So I'm just going to pop it over here for now. And proud of me because I'm not really a good note taker or keeping track of what I do. So I did buy the book of days and I have started filling out January. It's a little sticker where I do my floss tube as a reminder, and my little quote for the month is look for joy in your life, look for happiness. So that's a book of days and I'm really happy with it, and I've been really efficient, and I've been filling out all the details of all the projects that I have, what I've done, what I've started. So that's been really good. So I suppose let's move on to the WIPS that I have worked on for the month of December, and probably the first day of January as well, which reminds me actually, because today is the 3rd of January. It's around midday here. It's been raining. We've had a horrible summer. If you want to call it summer, it has just been raining consistently. We've had a few warm days, but nothing like what we normally have. So let me fix my hair. My hair's a bit like this because it's very humid today. And yesterday was the 2nd of January, and that was my son's birthday. So happy birthday, Julian. He turned 33. Now, 33 years ago when Julian was born, the temperature was 43 degrees Celsius. And I remember looking out of the hospital window and everything was just so hazy because it was so hot. Today, it's probably about 18 degrees Celsius. So a really big difference. So yeah, our summer's been really not too good, but that's okay. That's how it works. You can't predict the weather and what it's going to be like. You just have to go with it, I suppose. So I just wanted to add that in. So now I'll head over to my WIPS. Now the first one that I've been working on is the ink circles. Another year creeps by. I just enjoy this so much. It's so much fun. It really is. So I'm still working on this because, as you'll see, I would like to get this block done. So the block that I am working on, actually, let me just let you know a bit more information. So I am using a wispy 18 count Ada by an unknown dyer, and I started this in October of 2023 using all the cord 4 threads. In case you're wondering, I've just got my cards attached to the back so that I don't lose it. So I've done that one, and I am now working on the 3rd box. So just so you know, let's pull. I had some thread on my needle because I was filling in here. So that's the thread, and I kind of stopped because I was doing it at night. I thought, oh, I'm a bit tired now. Now this square just gave me a bit of grief, only because I can't count, apparently. I really can't count. So for someone who worked in accounting, that's not too good. So I had stitched the border that all around up to here, and I thought, oh, I'm out by about 3 stitches. It was 2 or 3. I said, now what have I done? So I traced back, followed the pattern all the way back, and wouldn't you know it, it was up here. That's where I'd made the mistake. So I had to unpick all of my work from down there, and all across there and restitched it. But I did. I have to keep this as correct as possible, because if I make an error in the border, it will follow on. If I make a little error inside here, provided it's not, yeah, you're still going to see it because it repeats. So I do need to be quite careful, but I love this. So I will finish this square this month, so you'll be able to see it in my Flosstube update in February. So that's it. Another year creeps by. I'll just pop this back in the bag so that I don't have too much of a mess. And I'm gonna drop them down on the ground, deal with it later. Okay, the next one is CUORE BATTICUORE Pattini d'Argento, which is silver skates. This one here, it is cute. I love this one. It's so pretty. Now, I realised in my last floss tube, I said, I don't know where my brain was. Sometimes my brain is not in my head. But I said, oh, I've completed the tree. I hadn't completed the tree. I actually finished this. I made a mistake in that trunk, so I have unpicked this, but I had to order that DMC thread because I had run out of it. So I just received it yesterday, so I can now stitch that trunk. I've been working on the girl. I still have more of her scarf left, and I have the white snow, and then I have completed that side. I have made a mistake, of course, but it's a fudgeable mistake, so I'm happy with that because there's no way I was going to undo this. So what's happened is that I've actually stitched the tree about 3 squares too close to the girl, and the thing is, I had taken it from, it was, where did I take it from? I counted from there, and I don't know what I've done. Maybe that's wrong, but the tree was over a little bit too much, but it's fine. So she's just that little bit closer to the tree, whereas there should be a few more squares. We're talking 8, because this is 8, a few more 8 squares apart, but it's fine. I don't need to move it. I don't need to change the tree. There is no way in hell I was going to unpick that tree. That tree was staying there. I didn't care. So, and doesn't that look great? So I can't wait to finish this. So almost finished that half, and then I will go on to the other half. I have already started him. So I have him done up to there. So I've just got to do that all there and stitch all that. And I think I've got those words and stars. And then I'm almost done. And that's great. I'd like this to be completed for this year in Christmas. So that's CUORE and BATTICUORE. My next one. Now, do I have a picture here? I do. CAROLYN Manning. That's the one I'm doing. I love this one. Can't wait. This is going to be finished this year as well. Can't tell you when, because I still have one whole side. I am right at the bottom. Like, I am just got a few of these squares to do here at the bottom. I won't take it out yet. So as you can see, that is the bottom. So that is what I have left, just there. It won't take me long to do. And then I can move over to the very last part, which is that one there. And then I will have another finish. That'd be wonderful. So looking forward to that. And it's such an easy stitch. Now this is stitched, so I'm not giving you all of the information. This is stitched on 18 count Aida called Blood Orange from the Stitching Spot. I started this in September of 2022. So it's just a nice kind of peachy colour. And the Stitching Spot is a local dyer here in Melbourne. Okay, moving on. I've spent a lot of time on here, and I think this is where I've spent the majority of my time, which is why I haven't stitched on a big range of projects. I've been focusing on this one, which is the Lord's Prayer. I have stitched all the words are done. I am working on this motif there, and I just need to complete the border, and then this is going to be finished this month. This will be a finish this month. Now I'm stitching this on 18 count Aida called All the Things by Mystic Stitch. Started this in June of 2022. It was an early it was an early birthday present from my partner, so I ordered all the silks, of course. and using all the cord 4 threads, which is the needle point silk plus 1 extra one just to give it a bit of colour. I'm not going to take this out of the Q-snap because it's just sitting in there nicely. As you can see, I'm carrying over my border. The border needs to come down to actually just about where the Q-snap is, and that's the last motif. But otherwise, it's nearly there. I've really enjoyed this. I made a mistake. I had to unpick a big section here because I made a mistake. It might have been just one stitch out, but it just would have just blown everything out of proportion. So, and you can just see where, I don't know if you can just see where I've unpicked it, but I'm so excited about that. I will need to get this professionally framed because it's a big one, and I'm not even going to attempt to do it because I will botch it for sure. Absolutely. All right, my last WIP is my Mirabilia. I really want to get a move on my Mirabilia. So, Fairy Flora, and I'm using a 16 count Aida called Barnwood by Picture This Plus. I started this in November of 2022, and I am working on her bodice, and now I'm going to be starting on her skin and her arm. That's the plan. So I've just got it on a big frame. I'm just going to remove the pattern because you don't need to see the pattern. The fabric is too big, but that's fine. I'm leaving it until it's done. Let's pop something behind it. Yes, let's pop this behind it, I think. All right, so that's where I am. I can just see through the fabric. So I've been working here and I've been working here. So I'm also going to bring that up. Her wings start about here. I'll be doing her chest, her neck, and her other arm. So that's what I plan to do. I've really enjoyed that. I do need a lot of lighting because the fabric is so dark. I wanted to use a cord 4 because I liked what it looked like, but it's probably not my favourite to stitch on, but that's okay. I'm going to get through that. I'm going to keep plugging along. All right, my next one is a new start. I only started one new start, and it's called Olga GOSTIN's Australian Heritage Architecture. So these are houses that you'll see in inner Melbourne. Very nice. Enjoying this one. Now I've done a centre start. So I'm working here just to give you an idea where I am. And that's it there. So that's part of the top balcony, and that's the bottom window. So I'll just continue. That's coming along really well. It actually looks good in the view. So I'll continue that and stitch on it when I feel like it. That's how I work. That's how I roll. I stitch when I want, how I want, what I want, all of that. I find that if I start giving myself if I give myself too much to do, and you know, you got to stitch on this, on that, I may not feel like stitching on it that particular day. So, and I'm not going to, so I do go with the flow on how I feel. That's just me. You know, each one to themselves, that's quite okay. All right, so I would like to move on to plans. So now with my plans, I'm going to choose 2 WIPs from my WIP selector. So they will be worked on this month, the month of January. So I am going to spin the wheel. Well, my big toe needs to be done, and I thought I took that out. So I'm going to spin it again because that's going to be a finish. Sailboat has gone dormant. I'm not doing too well. Let's try again. I thought I went through this and deleted it, but obviously not. That's better. Riola's Midnight. I'll pick that out of the poll and show you, and let's do one more. She's also dormant. I thought I took them all out and updated it. I thought I did. I'll have to see. Yeah, see, that's also... All right, do you know what? I thought I went through the WIPS selector and deleted everything. Let's just leave that for January. I'll go through my WIPS selector, remove what's dormant. I thought I did that. Maybe I didn't hit the save button or something like that. I'm not too sure because I know I took out my big toe in that. So maybe there was a save button and I didn't save it and it's just reverted back to how it was. So that didn't work. I'm going to stitch on something, whatever it is, you'll see. I've got 2 possible starts this month, and I thought I'd just let you know. I am going to start the Australian flag by Vista on Etsy. Now, I'm still debating what type of fabric I'm going to use. I'm just using the DMC called for. I have pulled out this, it's a country mocha, which is an 18 count. Do I do it on country mocha? And you know, the colours, they look pretty damn good on it, I have to say. They stand out, which means I'll have to stitch all the white. Do I want to stitch all the white? I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Still debating, do I go on white? No, I'd like a bit of colour. I would really like for those threads to stand out. So, still thinking about it. You'll find out in my next Flosstube what I decide to do, because I would have started it by then. Planning to start it on Australia Day this month. So that's my plan. My other plan, I was meant to start this with Narelle from Simply Narelle. Sorry Narelle, I kind of slacked off. I even got it all ready in a Q-snap. And here, you see, I did. I marked it. I just didn't get around to doing it. So this one, let me pull out a picture for you. I know, she can tell me off for being slack, but I would like to start it this month. I just wanted to focus on my big toe, the prayer. That's Turkish Delight. Narelle's chosen another fabric and it looks fabulous. If you haven't, head over to her Flosstube. I'll leave a link below. She's really lovely. I love listening to her, and she makes bags as well. I have all the called for, so I think it's going to look fabulous on that fabric. So I would like to start that as well. So that's the plan for January. My dog's seen something outside. I don't know what she's looking at. Hopefully she won't bark. We'll see how we go. That's the thing with dogs. You can't predict how they're going to behave. Are they going to be good or they're going to be cheeky? All right, the next agenda. See, it's like a meeting. I'd like to do a shout out. A shout out for under 1K floss tuber called PNW Stitcher. Her name's Olga. Now, Olga's been stitching for approximately 28 years also, for quite a long time. She's originally from Russia, but she lives in Washington in the US. She has a great selection of WIPs, both from patterns and kits as well. She does a really big range of designs, so she is also a bit eclectic like me. Beautiful stitcher, and my God, she's a fast stitcher. Like, she's Speedy Gonzalez. She must get there and just go zip, 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 zip. I'm slow. I am so slow compared to her. So please head over to the PNW Stitcher, Olga. I will leave a link below once again. Show her some love and support, because that's what we want to do with the Flosstube family. Now, my next thing I'd like to get on to my acquisitions. I haven't acquired much because I don't want to. I have plenty. That is my plan for the year, is not to buy, or to buy very little, or maybe just threads or fabric if I need it, but I've got plenty to stitch from and save money because I need to. Now, first of all, I'd like to show what I won from Your Average Cross Stitcher, and her name's Kristen, and she has a Flosstube. I'll leave the link down below. So thank you, Kristen. I won that Bent Creek pattern, which I just love because I love those autumnal colours. Isn't that lovely? And also some fabric, but I don't know if I'll use the fabric, but I do appreciate that she included the fabric as well. And that is a fat quarter of Swigard. Now, I'm not sure what count, but looking at it, it looks like it's an 18 count Ada, which is right up my alley. So thank you very much for that. Now, as you know, I am a collector of Mirabilias. I have a whole set there. Well, not the whole set, but I have a lot of Mirabilias. So I have purchased some more Mirabilias, which I thought I would show you. Now, these two are the latest, two of the most recent to come out. I usually purchase it from a Stitching Time in Hobart. So there she is there. Really, she's really nice. So I purchased Delphine's Butterfly Brigade. So that one there. I also purchased, to add to my collection, Goddess Garden. There's someone who stitched that up already. If you're in the Mirabilia Facebook, you would see it. Now these I purchased. One I purchased on eBay, and the other two was from the Australian Stash Unload. So that's the one that I purchased from eBay, and that's called Christmas Flourishes. It's out of print, and it's just to fill in one of the gaps in my collection. And these two I purchased from the Stash Unload. So we have the Day Nymph. Really pretty. I really like the colours. And we have the Night Nymph. I quite like the purple in that one, actually. That looks quite nice. So they were my acquisitions, a lot less than last time. I think last time gave me a bit of a heart attack, and I thought, no, that's insane. Insane. I need to stop. Now, I'd also like to show you and maybe get your opinion. I'm going to take this frame out of... Alright, so I purchased this beautiful frame which can go either like this or like this, but sorry, that's where it's from. But I purchased this from Amazon. So just a lovely white frame. Now I would like to stitch the seasons and pop them in the frame. So I've measured it on 18 count Ada. I would like to know if I can have your opinion. Should I stitch each season? Maybe I should take this out of the package so you can have a good look at it. Should I stitch each season in a different color fabric? Or should I leave it, stitch them all on the same fabric but add different pops of color for each season? So you can see we've got spring, summer, winter, autumn. It's very monotone. I'm not going to keep it monotone. I'm actually going to spruce it up. So it's just a bit too monotone for me. So do I keep it on one fabric, change up the colours according to the season, or do I change the colour of the fabric? So the fabric, let's say blue for summer, a grey for winter, a lovely autumnal colour for autumn, and spring maybe a green. If I can have your thoughts, I'd really appreciate it, because I'm really not sure. And I mean, I would like to start these. These are just some of my small stitches that I want to, I'll do that later because I can't get it in the bag. These are just, that's one of my small stitches that I would like to do throughout the year, just kind of interject it in between my other bigger projects. So let's see, I think that was everything I needed to, yeah, we've done planes. Well, couldn't do the WIPS selector. I'm going to have to do that again. That's it. So it is a very quick whip parade, not whip parade, what am I saying? It's a very quick floss tube. So just so you know what I've been stitching, not much, but I've been more focused on several projects. And that's it for now. I just have a wonderful January. If you're on leave, I hope you're having fun. Take care. See you next time. Bye.